Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates reveal Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, has been in Germany for just over a month now, receiving treatment for the serious burns he sustained in the explosion. His departure from Port Charles came after Chad Duell announced in November 2024 that he would be leaving the show. A month later, the actor joined Steve Burton, Jason Morgan, and Bradford Anderson's Damian Spinelli podcast to explain his departure and the importance of embarking on a new journey in his life. After the passing of his father, Duell revealed he's still processing the grief and is now focused on his mental and physical well-being to get ready for whatever lies ahead. New chapters. He also mentioned having a few plans in the works for himself, emphasizing that prioritizing self-care will enable him to be more present and supported for those he cares about. From recent photos he's posted, he's doing very well with that. Recently, Duell shared a glimpse of his latest adventure on social media, posting 3 photos that hinted at his next chapters. The first image captured him beaming next to a horse, while the subsequent shots showcased him and his girlfriend, Luana Lubshi, riding through the scenic Hollywood trails. "We loved it," Duell expressed, extending his gratitude to the venue for their warm hospitality. Fans were thrilled to witness Duell embracing life, and we shared in that joy. For those curious about his potential return to the ABC soap, the actor mentioned to Burton and Anderson that executive producer Frank Valentini has kept the possibility alive. This is leaving us all wondering if and when Michael might make an appearance again. Not long after the daily drama podcast with Steve and Bradford, Chad also taped a State of Mind episode with his TV father, Maurice Bernard, Sonny Corinthos. He took more time to explain in depth the situations in his personal life that caused him to take such an indefinite break. He had been so busy with very little breaks working on the soap, he hadn't even had time to bury and grieve his father. So that was the first thing on his break agenda, because his father had lived out of state. The rest of his indefinite break is family time with his significant other and their baby, who, as babies do, is growing up way too fast. Chad Duell says these 2 words about his next chapter, and it changes everything for Michael Corinthos. Chad Duell has kept General Hospital fans on their toes for years with his portrayal of Michael Corinthos, the heir to one of Port Charles' most powerful families. Whether navigating corporate battles, love triangles, or shocking betrayals, Michael's life has been anything but predictable. Recently, Duell teased his character's next chapter with just 2 words: game changer. Fans immediately started speculating. What could this mean for Michael? Would it be a career shakeup, a devastating loss, or a shocking twist that would send him down an entirely new path? With Port Charles already a boiling pot of drama, the possibilities seemed endless. But no one could have expected what was coming next. Michael's breaking point. Michael had spent years balancing his dual identity, part ruthless Quartermain, part compassionate Corinthos. But after the events of the past year, his feud with Sonny, his mother Carly's near financial ruin, and his own rocky relationship with Willow, he was at a crossroads. ELQ was thriving under his leadership, but something felt off. He'd spent so much time fighting to prove himself that he barely recognized the man he'd become. The love and warmth that once guided him had been replaced by cold, calculated decisions. And then came the bombshell. At a Quartermain shareholders meeting, Ned Quartermain, finally regaining his full memory after his Eddie Main phase, dropped a truth bomb that sent shockwaves through the family. "I've been reviewing ELQ's financial records, and there's something I don't understand," Ned said, his voice laced with suspicion. "Michael, why is there an unaccounted for $20 million funneled into a shell company under your name?" The room fell silent. Michael's heart pounded. "Excuse me?" Michael asked, his jaw tightening. "I think you know exactly what I'm talking about," Ned countered. "A shadow account. A massive, unexplained transaction. And based on the breadcrumbs I followed, I'm guessing this has something to do with Sonny." Tracy Quartermain smirked from the sidelines, clearly enjoying the drama. Drew Kane and Brooke Lynn looked uneasy. But Michael, he barely blinked, because he knew exactly what Ned was referring to. He'd done something he swore he never would, crossed a line to protect his family. And now, the walls were closing in. The dangerous alliance. Months earlier, Michael had discovered something terrifying. A new crime syndicate, more ruthless than anything Sonny had ever faced, was infiltrating Port Charles. They weren't just after territory. They wanted complete control. Led by a mysterious figure known only as the Ghost, this organization had been systematically dismantling other criminal empires, taking out their leaders without a trace. Michael had initially tried to go the legal route, informing the FBI, using his ELQ resources to track their movements. But the deeper he dug, the more he realized how powerless he was. Then, he made a choice, a game-changing choice. He secretly funneled $20 million from ELQ into an offshore account to buy Sonny's empire back from him, to get his father out of the game before it was too late. Michael had spent years at odds with Sonny, resenting his choices, his violent world, the way he always seemed to put the business over family. But at the end of the day, Sonny was still his father, and Michael wasn't going to stand by and let him be the Ghost's next victim. Only now, Ned had uncovered the paper trail. And if Ned could find it, others could too. Including the Ghost. A face from the past. As Michael scrambled to contain the fallout, he didn't realize someone had already beaten him to the punch. That night, he returned home to find someone waiting for him in the shadows. At first, he thought it was Sonny. Then, his blood ran cold, because stepping out of the darkness was someone he thought he'd never see again. Morgan Corinthos. Michael stumbled back. No, that's not possible. Morgan, who had been presumed dead for years after an explosion orchestrated by Julian Jerome, smirked. Missed me, Mikey? Michael couldn't speak. Morgan was alive. How? And more importantly, why was he back now? The ultimate betrayal. Morgan's return should have been a miracle. But as the days passed, Michael sensed something was off. His younger brother was different, hardened, calculating. He had the same Corinthos charm, but there was something else lurking beneath the surface. And then, Michael found out the truth. Morgan wasn't just back. He was working with the Ghost. I had to do what I had to do, Morgan told Michael when confronted. You don't understand what I've been through. Michael clenched his fists. You faked your death. Let our family grieve. And now, you're coming back as what? A threat? Morgan shook his head. No. As a reminder, you think you're in control, Michael, but you're not. The second you moved that money, you made yourself a target. Michael's blood ran cold. Morgan wasn't just working with the Ghost. He had led them straight to him. The fallout. Michael had spent his whole life trying to balance both worlds. The power of the Quartermaines, the ruthlessness of the Corinthos name. But now, he was at risk of losing everything. His company, his family, his life. Because the Ghost wasn't just coming for Sonny. They were coming for him. And in a cruel twist of fate, his own brother had set the stage. What happens next? Chad Duell's tease of game changer wasn't an exaggeration. Michael Corinthos was about to be pushed to his limits in ways no one could have imagined. Would he turn to Sonny for protection, despite their fractured relationship? Would he try to save Morgan from the darkness? Or was his brother already too far gone? And most importantly, who was the Ghost? Because if Michael didn't find out soon, he might not live long enough to fight back. Final thoughts. With Chad Duell teasing a major shift for Michael Corinthos, General Hospital fans should prepare for an intense, emotional, and game-changing chapter ahead. Whether it involves corporate sabotage, family betrayals, or even the shocking return of Morgan Corinthos, one thing is clear. Michael's next move could mean the difference between survival or destruction. And in Port Charles, the stakes have never been higher. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.